Good morning. It's fourth weekend in October, it's 23rd of October, and it's a lovely, dry, crisp morning. Let's talk about what keeps us so busy at the allotment this time of the year. Well, people are clearing up the debris and the plants which are spent, amending soil. Like me, I'm no dig, so amend my soil earlier on over the cardboard, or if the roots are there, is permanent bed, just put some fresh green compost now, and so on. We also sow. We sow for the winter, we sow for the spring, we sow outside and inside, we plant things, and generally just looking forward to the next spring while enjoying what we've got. So I brought some violas. These are excess violas which I bought from home, and I'm going to be planting them in a couple of pots to keep the allotment still pleasant over winter. I got my root trainers, and in those root trainers I will be planting my overwintering broad beans, and as soon as they germinate I will put, and they're slightly bigger so the birds don't eat them, I'll put them out. I'll be also planting, let me just see what else. I'll be planting some peas, and again hoping to put them in some sort of trays high up, because obviously of the rodents which might get at them. And something I'm really looking forward to is some of these sweet peas. So I'm going to plant half of the seeds now in really tall pots, and half of them in the spring. Well, I also have some spring bulbs. Well, let's see how much time we have left. Well, the one more job I think is very, very important is overwintering. So we've got things which we want to overwinter. So really what I'm going to be doing today is clearing up this bed, cutting out the asparagus spears, the ferns that they grew into. Put them aside because I'm going to put them on top, and obviously weeding when I'm from all these perennial weeds. And then hopefully Nigel will give me a couple of wheelbarrows of fresh green compost, and we can think that these beds are now ready for winter. Perhaps half now, and I think that should be fine. Now I'm just going to cover them with the ferns, and then then secure them. I think that looks actually quite pretty as part of the fun. But that's what I mean, they were ready to be sorted out. And I'm just going to secure that with a plank to make sure that they all don't fly with any wind. And we do tomorrow another one. And in the meantime, I'm going to move into something else. So I'm just finishing planting these violas in those cute little pots, which I had in the summer, very unsuccessful this year, tumbling Tom's tomatoes, and I thought they should not go to waste while I have surplus box of the winter pansies. I think it's important that allotment looks reasonably nice, especially if you have excess of something, to utilize it and make it look pretty. And here they are in place. Hopefully the rain will come and wash them off. The soil was very wet, so I'm not going to be further waterlogging them, but hopefully the rain will water the pots, wash the pots off for me at some point, looking pretty. So on with the next job. So I've got 20 of these slightly larger cups. These are like things you would go get on a event, concert or a festival or something. I've got 20 of them. They already had cut out holes because I used them to raise tomatoes and peppers last year. So I'm just going to fill them up with mixture of soil and compost, but quite lots of compost in that. And I'm going to be planting my sweet peas. I'm going to fill them all with compost first. So I'm putting about 3 of them in each of the pots. So the first one here is Matucana. And the pot says, the label on the seed says it's got 20, so I've got 5, 7, well, it's got had a little bit more than 20, so there we go. So that's good. I'm just going to cover that with a bit of a dry compost. The soil was generally very wet. So I've got 8 pots, and just finish this tray with blue velvet. There's 20 seeds in all of them, which is really quite dear, but they are very nice seeds. All these videos, also all these little vlogs help me remind me what I saw where. It's like my little gardener's diary. So these are the first ones I'm going to take around to the new into the new greenhouse. So this is the first of the seeds here in a new greenhouse. We haven't got any staging yet, but when first it was available, just have a look at the chilies. Chilies seems to be overwintering here very happily. The other things which I'm overwintering is this lemon tree. There's got a bit of something growing there. I need to probably remove and cut the damaged branch, but let's hope. I'm gonna put some fleece over it as well. Hopefully that will be happier here. And the aubergines, I haven't cut them to size yet, as they still have some fruit on them, and I just wonder if they're gonna get us actually 5. Oh, this one's been eaten. Oh, look at that, the pesky rodents, and that happened in a polytunnel. And there is another one. So I give them a few more days, then I collect the fruits, then I cut them to sort of like a V sort of line, and hopefully they will overwinter. Would you believe this cosmos? It did nothing whole year, and now it's all in bad. Well, I was going to pull it out, but because it looks so pretty and we didn't have any frost yet, I let them grow as long as they will, and I just leave the clearing of that bed until then. Can you just make sure that this is in the middle? Because it isn't. It's well way off kilter. Yeah, that's perfect. Now they have mouse guard right just over the entrance. So these are absolutely set for winter now. I finished the sweet peas, and I'm going to do the broad beans. Normally I would just put them straight into the soil, but because the bed is not ready, they're going to be actually planted through the cardboard over the compost and manure. Therefore I'm going to start to germinate them, and once that bed is ready in 2-3 weeks time, we're going to plonk them straight there. I'm just going to plant them. Should be 40 seeds here. Let's see. I'm going to plant them all, and the second I have 2 of these root strainers here today, and I'm going to try to plant the second one with the rest of the Claudia, and then I do some peas, again transplant them into something different. Well, let's see, because we never managed to have any peas last year over winter shoots, or it's all been eaten by the rodents. I'm hoping for slightly more luck this year. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way of planting these. I always plant them like that. And put them. Some people put them on the side, some people put them straight. I don't think it's very much makes very much difference. So I'm just gonna cover them a little bit more. The peas are called Nairobi, and I never had them before. In fact, they were given to me by a friend because she ordered 2 packets by mistake. She didn't want that much. So as sometimes I think it's the superstitions that things given to you will probably grow better. Let's see. Oh, Watson. I wish you didn't do that. Just bought some Rocaceous compost, which I'm going to be putting into the pots right now. So I've been taught a lesson now that I must not use these pots without anything around them, so I'm using my fire pit just to put some more compost in. And this one again is looking good. It's called Duke. That's fair. And I will just snip the bits that are actually looking slightly dead from there. Nothing that is looking healthy, and they don't need to be pruned at this stage. And I am going to put some more compost in, simply because I think they will benefit next year from having that little bit extra food, and that is a better idea actually, to do that. Less spillage, less waste and less mess, because the fire pit can be cleaned up easier than gravel. Okay, let's have a look how much we've done that. It all looks very fluffy at the moment. I think that's probably enough for this plant. I shall take that, put that aside and try to do the next one, which is this one. Well, this one is called Blueberry Sunshine Blue. So again, I'm just checking for any damage. A few little dead branches underneath, but not even these, which I'm thinking they might be dead. They're not necessarily dead. Okay, I can actually leave this pruning in, I think. I'm just going to put some more compost on the top. Okay, I'm sure that's absolutely enough. This one, so I'll just shake it all in so it covers everything evenly. You know, compost normally kind of settles down with the first sort of rain. All that kind of fluffiness will go out of it, Well, this blueberry is called Pink Lemonade, sorry, not Pink Lady, Pink Lemonade, and again it's its 3rd year, and actually have a little pink blueberry on it. I'm gonna, oh, it's just dropped, but it's the rule of, 30 seconds. It actually is very sweet, and well, slightly different taste than the blue ones. Interesting, probably the most suffered, the most things I had to prune off it. However, the soil's been now amended, and they're gonna join the rest of the blueberries in that corner.
Spent a bit of time down here this morning on my own while my grocer's working hard at home, covering up the odd beds, moving, covering up the cabbage bed, generally tidying up, doing a bit of nettle cutting back. Only got stung once by the bee, and one of our friends dropped by and gave us 2 gnomes in the allotment wall plaques. I'm not sure which one's me, but we'll see. Well, that's me done for the morning. A nice early finish, nice sunny, brisk, windy day. Bye for now.